What's up, everyone? Follow-up video for Music Tech and More. Welcome back. We're looking back at PlayStation Classic. If you check the other video, got the link down below to the review on that. This is a follow-up on it. In my review, I mentioned that there's ways of modifying it, so to speak, to basically play other video game system games on there and to add more PlayStation games to the classic console. I've checked this out. There's two different ways that I've seen that are pretty much the most popular way. One is BleemSync, which requires you to load the software on a USB drive, plug it into your PlayStation. It boots up, it installs a little bit of software on there, and then it allows you to access games and stuff off your flash drive. But what you have to do with that is you have to hook the PlayStation up to a computer through the USB cable, and then you have to access the PlayStation Classic through the web browser, and then drag your games, your PlayStation ROMs over to it to be able to access them on the PlayStation Classic. There's another solution out there that is the one that I like the most. It is called AutoBleem, and the actual application you can literally download to a thumb drive and it runs through the thumb drive. You don't have to install anything on the Classic. One thing that the AutoBleem doesn't do that the BleemSync does is when it installs something onto the PlayStation Classic, it does some modification to a few things, but it opens up so it can read a couple other file systems out there. But with the AutoBleem, that seems to be the easiest one for me that I've seen. Literally, there's people out there that have images that you can just download the zip file to your computer, extract it all to a thumb drive, plug it into your PlayStation Classic, and then you just turn it on and that's it. It's already fully loaded. You don't have to worry about dragging games to it, and it all makes it happen. And one of the things too with the AutoBleem is that you just take the thumb drive, you plug it in your computer, and you can copy your ROMs over to the thumb drive itself. You don't actually have to hook your PlayStation Classic up to your computer to drag stuff over to it. So it's definitely very, very good. With the AutoBleem, I highly recommend using it. There is definitely something a little flaky with it, not just the AutoBleem or the BleemSync, but both solutions in general. Flash drives, they tend to be very picky on what flash drive you use, so you might go through a few different flash drives to try to find one that actually works for you. So far what I've seen is USB 2 seems to work the best. 3 it appears to be it requires a little bit more power that the PlayStation Classic can't pump out to it. So if you're going to be doing this, you definitely want to get a USB 2 thumb drive. I've got a couple 128 gig USB 2 flash drives, and haven't had a great experience with that. But anything that I've had that's about 32 gig and lower, it works great. One thing too, though, is that the thumb drives need to be, FAT32 for the file system for the AutoBleem in order for the PlayStation Classic to recognize that. But I'm going to put some instructions down below, some links to some instructions to basically get this going on your PlayStation Classic. But yeah, no, I still stand by the, my last review. So far so good with this. My son, he actually has been playing with it a bit, and he, with his birthday money, he wants to get his own PlayStation Classic. So yeah, $50 is definitely a good deal, especially you just invest a little bit more in a USB 2 thumb drive, and you can play all the other games that weren't included on here, like Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that, and Tomb Raider and stuff that you really wanted to play on here that wasn't initially on the original rollout for the PlayStation Classic. So let me know what you think. What have you done to your PlayStation Classic? I know you can add games for the NES and Super NES on here. So put a comment down below what you have done so far to your classic, or if you just hate the system itself. But let me know what you think down below. Subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you get the notifications. Talk to you later.